Hi, good morning everyone. My name is Gladys Quisel from BSED 3-I1. So now proceed to the chapter 3. So the chapter 3 is all about the role of the infant care teacher. So in chapter 3, there was an 8th main topic that we are going to discuss for today. So the first main topic in the chapter 3 is the infant care teacher's rule. So the infant care teacher's rule is the teacher has a big impact or has a big rule to care or to protect the infant and toddlers. Infant care teachers' rule of to take care infant and toddlers to develop their ability and skills, to motivate learners, facilitate discovery, and explore by the infant toddlers. Also, the teacher rules are adapted to the strength, abilities, and needs and interests of an individual child for an infant and toddlers. By the infant care teacher rule, build and maintain positive relationships with family of an infant and toddlers. So let's proceed to the number 2, build and maintain positive relationship with children. Okay, so by teacher rules of infants, get a positive relationship with the families and build connection between home and the infant and toddlers program throughout the child's enrollment. So based on my understanding, teachers build and maintain positive relationship with children with a movement of eye contact with infants and toddlers, such as actions occurs in everyday in life. The teacher rule to build and maintain positive relationship with children by their responsive as they develop relationships with infants and toddlers appear to work magic. So in 3, prepare the environment. So important to the role of an infant care teacher to prepare the environment, because by preparing the environment of infants and toddlers, it is crucial movement by them because it affects children in many ways of their physical, emotional safety. Infant care teacher is to prepare the environment. It is important to the infant and toddlers to prepare the environment for them because it affects children in many ways of physical, emotional safety, and learning experiences by the infants and toddlers. And creating an environment for infants and toddlers, the teacher is to make everything in the environment to say that children, this place is for you. In every environment to prepare for the infants and toddlers are effects in every area of growth like motor development, social, emotional, language development, cognitive, and learning development. So that's why it is important to prepare the environment for an infant care teacher, for the role of an infant teacher, because for their crucial environment, and it's affect to their behavior, and also it is affect their physical appearance of what they can see for an infant and toddlers. Most of the infant and toddlers are follow of what they can see in their environment. So let's proceed to the next topic, number 4. So in the number 4 is establish predictable, consistent caregiving routines. So the role of infant care teacher by establishing predictable, consistent caregiver routine. It is important because in daily routines for the infants and toddlers was really important by the caregiving. Consistent caregiver routines for infants and toddlers is important. It is important an early step of socialization and guidance. For learning and depending relationships, like daily routines such as diapering, feeding, napping, and even wiping a nose. So, teachers should work with families and a specialist and follow through on any procedures or precautions that may be required when a child has special health needs. 5. By the rule of infant care teacher, it is also important to appreciate physical activity as learning. By appreciating physical activity as learning by the infant and toddlers, teacher need to attend to motor development and learning their daily interactions. Appreciate all the physical activity by doing in every infant or and toddlers. Family members and specialists help teachers to learn how to assist a child who has a physical disability with movement and exploration of an infant. So next is number 6. By the rule of an infant care teacher, it is important to nurture social, emotional growth and socialization. So by the nurture social, emotional growth and socialization, by the infants and toddlers, teachers nurture a child's social and emotional health in a variety of ways, including supporting their identity development of an infant and toddlers, and how to nurture their social emotional growth and socialization by their own development. So, and also, as a future educator, we need to support the identity development by letting the child know that his family and home language are important, because the child begins to see herself as someone who can make things happen. So in number 7, the main topic is foster cognitive development, language development, and communication. So by this, the rule of infant care teachers by foster cognitive development, language development, and communication. By this cognitive development, language development, and communication, it is important to us to develop the skills and ability to enhance their development of an infant and toddlers and their daily interaction with children by recognizing ideas and symbols and nurturing a love of books and stories. Also, they are learned by touching, mouthing, banging, and squeezing things. Experiences with the home language and the infant and toddler setting help to maintain the sense of and meaning of that language for the child. Children develop an appreciation for the stories, and as they grow older, begin to understand that the symbols on the page convey meaning. The importance of children to begin of learning structured of stories that they are learned from home is important steps in the long journey of learning is reading. So lastly is implement a curriculum process. So by the rule of infant care teacher, it's important to implement the curriculum process for the teacher, because this is the biggest responsible a teacher to facilitate the learning of infants and toddlers to active and motivate learners. Teachers are facilitate learning and development effectively. Infant care teachers need to observe of what children to do their own activity and without setting up special activity or directing their behavior. So also teachers keep observing and recording their ability of each children and documentation to assessment information both families and teachers.